What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Full Throttle Vision with Tony and Jersky. We are here. It's Wednesday. We record our Wednesday shows all the time. Jersky, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody. How you doing? Jersey,
This
Toledo,
kid,
Ohio, and no one fucking cares.
no one fucking cares where you're from. And so that joke goes back to Daytona. And every time he comes in, people are like, oh, where you from? Toledo. And my answer is nobody fucking cares where you're from. Jersky, it's nice and cold up there, but you went to bike night last night, huh?
Yeah, we had a little bike night. Maybe 5, 10 people showed up here there. Then my cousin Rick's fucking his boys, they had another band again. Remember last time we called you? Uncle Rick was there and we was on the video and
Yep.
shit. It was the same thing down the road from there on the same street. So yeah, he had a band and shit. We stayed for a little bit of that and went out riding and partied and I haven't been asleep yet.
Party. They called me. He called me at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sitting there going, "Jessica, we're gonna record at 11." Yeah, don't worry about it. It's good, man. We're just partying. I'm like, Jesus, criminating this kid, party until 4 or 5 in the morning. Well, you didn't get arrested, and you're alive, so that's a good sign, right?
Yeah, didn't break the bike, didn't get in trouble, didn't fucking nothing. It's 35 right now, so it's 35 degrees. So that tells you how cold it was last night. And today it's 35 at 11 o'clock. So,
We had a nice little warm streak going here. I'm going to say it's in the mid 70s all weekend, and I think it's going to go down later. But we'll take this nice weather right now here in Florida. Um, it's just gonna be you and me chatting today, Jersky. We're gonna be talking about a lot of things coming up. We got bike week, we got a lot of Vegas stuff, we got Super Bowl, we got some, we were just talking before everything. Chubbs, man. Chubbs died.
yeah.
Carl Weathers, man, from Apollo Creed, Chubbs. Look at this. Dude, he was a beast in Rocky. That dude was ripped.
Yep.
And
Action
he
Jackson,
was.
Apollo Creed.
Remember when, and then what was it at Predator when him and Arnold Schwarzenegger they come in together,
Yep.
they grab their hands and it's all sweaty in their arms. Man, that's like he was right. You remember that?
Yeah.
What's going on, man? You know, that was
Right.
Carl Weathers, man. I mean, that sucks. What do you think about that?
R.I.P. Carl Weathers, man. That's pretty fucked up, man. He was a good actor. I liked him.
He
He
was
was
in a
known
lot of
for,
good stuff.
he was known for, Apollo Creed, but he played in some more movies and shit here. Like he played Adam Sandler, Happy Gilmore, like you said, Chubbs and Predator
I was
and
trying to think of
Action
anything else after
Jackson.
that.
Action Jackson. You
See,
never
I don't
seen
know the
that?
Action Jackson one. Nope, I never saw
Oh,
the
yeah,
Action
he's a
Jackson
badass
stuff.
cop. He kicks fucking ass. He's bad.
Oh yeah, look at you need to get hydrated, this kid. And
And
then of
Action
course
Jackson, man. And,
Toby Keith, man, Red Solo Cup, and he did a lot of songs, man. But I guess he
yep,
was fighting stomach cancer that he just found out like last year, the year before. So that happened quickly.
yep. R.I.P. Toby Keith.
So I've noticed a lot of people doing Red Solo Cup parties this weekend to celebrate Toby Keith. So I'm sure Red Solo Cups are going to be on the very hard to find list because everybody's throwing a party. And dude, did you know the Red Solo Cup that uh, it has notches in it? Those are for certain drink sizes.
All
So the bottom of
the
the
little
notch,
lines in it. Yeah.
the lines in it actually show where the bottom line, if you fill it up to that, it's a regular shot. Then the next one is like a double shot. And then it's like
Yeah, it's like
I
how
was like,
many
I didn't
ounces
know
of
this.
alcohol that you put in it, how many ounces each line's like another ounce, like a double shots too, and shit like that. Yeah.
Somebody showed. I remember that went around the socials a couple of years, maybe like a year or two ago, and everybody was sharing it. I was like, I did not know that that's how that Red Solo Cup kind of worked out. That it actually had measurements in it, you know.
Yeah.
So that's good stuff. So what's this weekend, man? Super Bowl. What do you think? It's are you? I know you're a Detroit Lions. You're not a Lions fan. You are a Browns fan.
I'm a
I can't
Browns
help that.
fan.
You're a
Yeah.
Browns fan, but
Yeah.
I mean, you actually live close to Detroit. I'm just saying. Would have
Yeah.
been great if Detroit was in it, but we got who is it? San Francisco and Kansas City. What's your expectation, man?
Um, I have to say the Chiefs.
Yeah, I got it too. I
Because
mean,
I have to say the Chiefs.
I think I would take the over if there was betting because I think they're going to score a lot. The only problem is the first quarter after these teams have 2 weeks off is always so slow. The first quarter in the Super Bowl, I don't know if you've ever noticed, is usually not a lot of scoring because they're just getting their feet underneath them. These guys have had 2 weeks of nothingness, maybe a little bit of practice. They've done a lot of media. They've traveled all over the place. It's in Vegas, so you got to imagine they're going to party a little bit. You can't hold these
Right.
guys from getting out there. And I just think the first quarter is going to be a shit show because these guys haven't played in like 2, 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's gonna probably be slow paced at first,
But I do think the over is
fumbles
going to
and
come in. I think
shit, fumbles,
you
maybe a couple
remember
interceptions or something stupid shit, But yeah,
they had a safety one year. I remember that in the first quarter. I was like, because like snapper didn't. It was Peyton, and it went to Peyton,
yeah,
and it went past him, and nobody. If somebody bet the fact that they said there was going to be a safety in the first quarter, I think they won for $10, won like $1 million because it never happens. So you got all the prop bets. Of course, you got Hard Rock opened up their betting thing, so I'm sure you're going to have a ton of bets and prop bets on the Super Bowl. You know, for me, the Super Bowl is good and bad. It's the last great football game of the year, and then we got 7 months until football again. That's to me that sucks. I hate waiting until football. That's my favorite season. Are
yeah.
you a baseball
I'm not,
fan?
I'm not big on watching baseball or basketball when
No.
it's on, televised. I don't like it. I'm gonna go to baseball. I'm gonna go to the field and watch a baseball game, but I don't like to watch it on television. No,
The
no,
Toledo Mud Hens. Well, you
mud
go to
hens.
Detroit too. Detroit's not bad. That's only not far from you up there. We got the Rays down here, which it's okay. It's a little. I think it's overpriced to go to the games, man. I mean, even you're talking Lightning, any game anymore. I mean, $17 for a beer or something like that. That's ridiculous.
That's pretty crazy, man. Sit at
I
home
don't
and
even
watch
know
it
what
on
it's like.
TV and get your own beer and sit at home and cook some fucking sides, some chili and stuff, and sit at home and chips and shit and watch it on TV, man.
Don't get me wrong, not like going to a game, but I mean, you better have money to go to any game because you're paying for parking, you're paying for beer, you're paying for food, you're definitely coming out of pocket to go to the games. Even the minor leagues aren't always so cheap. We have a lot of baseball coming up down here. The Threshers are where the Phillies play in the summertime. They're actually what is it? We're like a week away from baseball guys actually showing up to the stadiums. Um, so we have a lot of the pro teams come down here, Jersey, and they play on the minor league teams in their stadiums to do preseason. So you'll have like Toronto plays over where the Blue Jays are in Dunedin. You got Detroit. You got a bunch of teams come down here and play on these little stadiums that just they're packed. You never see the stadium these little these aren't big stadiums. They're not like hold thousands or hundreds of thousands. They hold like maybe 10,000, and they're elbow to elbow in every seat.
Yeah, they come down there for the good weather, huh?
Yeah, yeah. We have. I know Charlie would probably know more. He could probably yell to me, but I know like the Phillies
There's
play
camp.
where the Threshers are.
There's camps and shit down there too. Any like where they got like preseason camp where they train and shit down like in Florida and nice places like that, like with good
Yeah,
weather.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. They
Yeah,
take over the minor league team stadium and play down here. So yeah. So I mean, I'm excited for football. I'm excited for Super Bowl. I want to see the commercials. I want to,
that's my
I don't know
favorite
about
part of it
this.
all. It's my
The
favorite part.
commercials, halftime. I like
Yeah.
watching halftime. Who was it this year? Cisco?
I don't know.
No, it's not Taylor Swift.
Is
I
it
forget who it
somebody
is.
said something about Usher or something was going to be
Usher.
on it or something? Usher?
Should
Yeah.
Usher should be good. I mean, that's our era of music. I want to say. I mean, we're gonna know all the songs.
Hey, old
I'm
fucking panty
interested to
droppers,
see
huh?
who else he pulls out. Who else Usher's gonna have out there with him besides just
Right.
him.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I know, and then we got all that going on. So speaking of Vegas and the Super Bowl, there's a couple things I want to bring up around Vegas right now. Last year, Jersey, you and I were in Vegas for the AIM
Right.
Expo. Yeah, I brought up the AIM Expo earlier. In fact, I sent out a link. I don't know if we can bring it up, but there's a lot going on with the AIM Expo, the American Industry Motorcycle Expo. Remember how they were super hydra focused on electric bicycles? Remember that was like the
Yeah,
thing.
we were beating the shit out of those electric go karts and all the like five different bicycles. Yeah.
We rode that for like 2 hours. They said at first we're like, nah, I don't want to ride it. And they're like, just sign the thing and put a helmet on and ride one. Next thing you know, we were riding every single one they had. You had the go kart out there. We were tearing up the carpet. So they put
Yeah, you
carpet
did a
down and they
burnout.
made
You
this
did a
little
burnout in
course.
it. Did a burnout and tore up the rug and shit. Tore up the indoor carpet and shit.
We had a good time, man. We had
Yeah,
met
it
a
was
lot of
cool.
people out there. Got some ads. Got
Yeah,
to
man.
talk to people. You installed one of those water things in your bike. It'll
Stupidest
make you the
shit in the
best
world,
rider in the
man.
world.
Stupidest shit in the world. It'd make you a better father, a better husband. I'm like, this is fucking garbage, man. Nobody wants a goddamn gerbil device like to drink water out of. Come on, man. I just had the water bottle right in the karaoke cup holder right in my hand. But oh no, you don't want that. Yeah, I got one. That's what I want. And eat some of the shit. $1,000 for this
That
device.
we saw it, and I had to go back and have the guy talk to us. Like I looked at it and I said, "This is ridiculous." So I
This is
said,
the
"Let's go
second
back and
time
look
we talked
at the
about
room."
this on here. This dude's
But it
getting
was
hype.
so
You get
funny.
hype from it. It's like a plug-in for a
I
trashy,
was,
shitty ass
there's
invention,
no way
man.
he kept that going. There's no way that is still going. I've never seen it, never even heard of it. But this guy, we went back just to fuck with him and talk to him about the system and see how he was going to do it. And it was put a bladder bag in the back bag, run hoses and clamps, screwed bolts and nuts, take this off, put this on, and bring this hose up where when you're riding you could just take a drink. I said, that's ridiculous, man. That is so much work for something that you could just put your a cup on your handlebars and grab a drink when you stop. And he was, I mean, this guy was selling it. He was selling it like it was the best thing since sliced bread. When Jersky says the guy goes, "Oh, it'll make you a better father, better rider, better." This is what this guy was selling. He was even saying that. It was like
He was, man.
this you won't have to pee. In fact, you'll get so hydrated. You'll be more alert. You'll be the best rider. It's like, bro, it's water. All right, whatever you put in there. We're putting liquor in there, right? What I don't know what we're doing, but
Hey, I
it's
don't condone
water.
that. I don't condone drinking and riding. You start freaking out. I was like, you're a dick. We're just fucking with you, man. Quit being like that.
That was fun. That was entertaining. That was the best part about the AIM Expo. I know that's going on. I was planning on being out there. In fact, I had tickets. I was signed up for the AIM Expo, and I had to cancel my hotel room and tickets because just wasn't the right time. There it is. You can see that what they're doing right now. They have a lot going on out there with this. It's connect, engage, and unite. It's more of a meet and greet with the big dealerships and everything like that. They got education. They got a schedule where you can sit and talk about problems that you're having that other people might be having about you know last year it was about getting in merchandise and being able to handle service because service was hard to get done because you weren't getting the parts in because of post COVID issues. And there was everybody had money to buy stuff, but they didn't have money to service the stuff. So that was the problem. And, that was a big problem that everybody was having, not just one person. So they were talking about how to handle those issues and how to control certain things, which was neat. It's kind of get together of all these big power sports companies. Then Harley wasn't part of it at all. There was no Harley presence besides a few little dealers. Did you buy your floorboards there, Chersky?
Yeah. Yep. I bought my floorboards from a dealer there. Yeah, I think he was from Hong Kong. I think they were from Hong Kong. He had all
Yeah,
kinds
we
of
were up and down
badass
the
Harley
roadside
parts and
ones.
shit. Yeah.
Those had the points on them and everything like that. Those are pretty cool. In fact, we didn't buy them the one day. We went back and they gave you a better deal on them the next day because they didn't want to take them back with them.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, we got to just take a couple suitcases back on a plane with us. We don't want to take no more of this shit. And I'm like, yeah, I'll buy those off you, man. Yeah. Remember how far
So
our room was from the elevator? It was a whole football field. We measured it was 100 yards.
if you've never stayed at the Venetian, we had a free room at the Venetian. And when we got off the elevator, we literally counted it because it was like down this hallway that just kept going and going. And finally, it was okay. Now you can tell the story about when we go into the room. It was 100 yards from where the elevator was, and we had to walk forever to get to this room. So then we walk in, and Jeremy's telling me about the snack tray.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, man, don't touch any of the shit on this fucking tray, man. Don't open up the food. Don't touch the drinks and the candies and a little snack tray on top of the dresser. Don't touch none of it. I'm like, dude, you touch it, you got to pay for it. You come up and you just clear the whole fucking thing and wipe it all down. Dude, yeah, you paid like $60, dude, for nothing. Didn't even eat it. You ended up eating it because you had to pay for it. But yeah, they got like the little magnetic little sensors on them. If you touch the food, pull them out of their position, little shelf they're at. They're all organized. Here's peanuts, here's chocolates and shit. And you take it and move it even from there and just move it. It goes right to your room, to your bill. Remember,
Well,
it
I
was
thought
like
he was
25
bullshitting
bucks,
me.
25 bucks for pretzels, like $13 for this little tiny 1 ounce thing of like peanuts and shit. Dude, you ranked up like $60, man. Like,
I
don't
thought he
touch
was
that shit no
bullshitting me.
more.
I was like, "What are you talking about?" Psh, and I hit it, and it was everything went flying, and beep 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 beep. I was like, "Oh, you weren't messing with me, were you?" Yeah,
No,
that was a expensive learning curve right there. So don't touch the free stuff because it ain't free.
that was a good time. Vegas was. That was my first time, man. It was a good time. I like Vegas a lot. A lot
Yeah.
of cool shit
So
happening.
again, what's up?
Yeah. A lot of street performers. A lot of cool shit happened. I liked it, man. It was badass.
So,
Badass.
like, you got this week, you have the AIM Expo going on right before the Super Bowl. You got the Super Bowl happening Sunday. And then just announced last night, I talked to a guy named Big Corey who does a lot of audio shows over on the West Coast. So his name is Big Corey. If you know anything about West Coast audio bike shows, he's very popular. He's like us over on the California side. So Big Corey's doing an audio competition at Las Vegas Harley Davidson. Well, they want to do a bike show also. And I called him when I first saw his show, and I said, "Yo, who's doing the show? The bike show?" He's like, "Well, I don't do bike shows. I'm only doing audio." I said, "Well, I do bike shows." I said, "I'd love to come out there for number one. It's right after my birthday on May 4th, of course, Star Wars Day." I said, "It's next weekend." I said, "I love Vegas. I love coming out and doing a bike show, being, putting that another feather in our hat with Full Throttle Magazine, where we go to Sturgis, we go to, Daytona, we're in Vegas, we're doing bike shows all over the country." And I was like, "I want to do the bike show there." And he was like, "Well, let's call them and talk to them, see how they feel about somebody from Florida coming out doing a bike show here." And they didn't have anybody else. Nobody else approached them. And they were like, "Yeah, let's do it." And I was like, I'm in. So May 11th, we will be in Vegas. So probably fly out the 10th, flying the 10th, get ready, do the show the 11th, maybe hang out a day or two, and then come home. So we were going to be in Vegas for the Big Corey audio and bike show at Las Vegas Harley Davidson. This is just being announced right now. Just got the approval last night, so we're super excited about that. So if you want to go back out, Jersey, we can go back out and do a bike show at Las Vegas Harley Davidson.
Yeah. That'd be badass, man. That'd be real cool. I'm just
That
getting
is
that. You're
right
just
at.
telling me. You're just telling me for the first time too. So I don't know. I think you mentioned it a
I
while
know.
back. Talked to the guy. You talked to him a while back, but he wasn't sure what's going on. But yeah,
He just
yeah.
confirmed last night with me. So, and that's that Las Vegas Harley. If you don't never been there, it's over by the pyramid, Luxor, but it's also right in front of the Las Vegas sign where everybody goes and takes pictures at. Right at the end of the strip. So, which is pretty cool. I'm excited about this. So, probably going to do plaques because that'll be easier to get out there. Maybe make a trophy or two and have to disassemble it or ship it out there and then put it together when we get there. But I think plaques might be the answer for this one. Just easier travel. Ship it out, meet and then have them padded up, ship it to the hotel, and then have those for the event the day of. So that's probably what we're going to do. May 11th. If you're watching anywhere on the West Coast, please come out, bring your bike. We're going to be doing a bike show, 10 classes. Our normal, I might do 12 classes out there. What do you think, Jersey? Just because I want to add the Chopper and Cholo. We do our normal
Oh
bike shows, but I like the two new classes instead of doing a 10 class, doing a 12 class and adding the Chopper and the Cholo.
yeah, yeah. I think
It's
that's a
been a
good
minute. Can
idea,
you name
man.
the 10 classes that we normally do?
The Cholo's a good. It's a good upcoming class, man. A lot
Can
of
you name
Cholo
the
bikes.
next? Can you name our normal 10 classes?
Not today.
Come on, try.
Not to. No, I can't. Well, I mean, you got.
Um,
You
there we go.
got
Let's do this.
okay. Well, because you got different shit sometimes. Like different ones. Like you'll have like
I got a
extreme.
flat 10 that we do all the time.
Okay. You have man, I told you, man, I'm hungover, man, from being hammered. You got
All right, I'll help. I'll throw the first one out there.
got
Bagger.
paint ladies. Paint ladies. Um, dude, I'm
Got
blowing a fart,
more.
dude. I'm judging these fucking things, dude. Paint
Bagger.
paint ladies, anything goes, metric, bagger. Now you're talking about putting Cholo in there now too, and Chopper. And like I said, you got the metric. Do you do metric cruiser different than metric, or metric's the same one on
No,
this
I
one?
just take metric, just with the metric.
Metric and just go wherever. And then what you do, like extreme bagger? You got extreme or
I
radical
usually do a
bagger? What do you got?
custom. I usually for just our 10 class or 12 class, I'll do a custom
A stock class.
stock.
You got to do a stock in there, a stock, a custom
Yep.
class, and shit,
And
man, antique,
antique and
antique restored, antique
nope,
restored,
antique
or you just
and
do antique? I don't know,
three
man.
wheelers, trikes.
All the trikes, man.
Yeah,
Cars,
you forget about the
cars,
trikes a lot. Yeah,
cars
so
with a
that's it.
windlass
That's our
wheel.
12. So that is what we do when we put a normal show on. We try and find 10 classes. Used to be 10 classes would fit everything. Just recently I've added Cholo and Chopper because if it's raked out, we can put it in a chopper. If you come with a breakout, you know what I mean? I could throw you in a chopper class just as well as a HD non-bagger class, I don't know if you said HD non-bagger or not, but
Oh,
HD non-bagger
HD9
was
does it too, yeah.
I made that class in most of our bike shows because of the honestly, you want to know why? Because the Softails and the Sportsters. And everybody Sportster would be like, why isn't there a Sportster class? I'm like, because there's usually four Sportsters. What do you want me to do? There's usually, and now I realize if I could put, heritages and stuff like that into the HD non-bagger class, that also encompasses bikes like the V-Rod could go in the HD non-bagger, and it opened up a lot of bikes to fit in that class that wouldn't normally go there. Like some guy comes with a V-Rod custom, he can go in custom, and then he can go in an HD non-bagger, or if he has a real awesome what have you seen, Jersky? Like a Softail or heritage Softail turned into a Cholo, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we've seen that a lot. That's a new thing. And,
Yeah, I seen
they'll
them
do
take
the
they take like Fat Boys, any kind of soft tail, and they make them to be, you know, shoulder bikes. And they got the
so
bones for it. They got the bones
yeah.
for it all. But yeah, when you get like a more busy one, you'll put different shit in, like different wheel size classes. Like you'll put like a 30, a 26, different classes, 32, bigger and shit like that. Extreme build when you got pro builders coming in. You do like, you got a lot of different classes just depending on which ones that you're doing.
Well, like the
Which
boardwalk, where I have
one?
17 classes, and we're gonna have 200 bikes. I like having a little difference. We'll do a fat tire bagger, and then we'll do an extreme bagger, and then you know. But normal classes, when we're getting 20, 30 bikes in the show, you don't need to do all that mess. You know what I mean? We could fit it into somewhere specific, and then we always have an anything goes class where if something doesn't fit, you get a, you know, sometimes, I like throwing in the, Frankenstein's like the rat bike. The rat bike isn't going to do well in any class because it's a rat bike, but you go put that in anything goes, and it has a chance because it's kind of unique and different in its own way. So that's why I keep an anything goes class all the time because number one is another class you can enter and try and win. Anybody can enter it, but it's for the weird and unique ones. Like I've seen a diesel engine in a motorcycle. I've seen, you know, yeah, airplane engines in a motorcycle. So where do you put those in? Besides extreme, you put them in anything goes. So it's nice
Right.
to have that option. Speaking of bike shows and everything, why don't we talk about Bike Week? We got 6 shows in 7 days this year. We got a cool little graphic that's going to show all those, and then we'll go through the ads with it. Look at this. So, of course, sponsored by. It's not the Fran Hosh Law Group anymore. It's Fran Hosh Law Group. So they had to take the out, if you notice. So Fran Hosh, attorney Fran Hosh, one of our great sponsors in everything we do. 866 Lawfran, lawfran.com, accident injury lawyers, car, motorcycle, any kind of accident, give them a call in Florida. They will take care of you. But you can see, like, I put this in last year and I thought it was really well, and everybody could read. So we kick off Saturday at Teddy Morrison's Daytona Harley Davidson. Under the pavilion, $30 first bike entered, first class, $10 for additional classes, 11 to 3 with awards at 4. We try and do that with that time frame with all of our shows, except of course the Thursday night. Um, this one we're working with the Iron Goddesses as well. They're going to come in and help us do the ladies class. Iron Goddesses have a big show here in April, and awesome women riding, doing their thing. Hot girls on bikes is always kind of fun to see. So they're going to be there to help us, and they're going to do the female show. So the ladies class, they're going to help us pick that and do their thing. let's see, no show Sunday or Monday. Right now, I kind of kept that off. Sunday and Monday, that's a first weekend because, I like to ride. I want to go ride too. I want to go enjoy myself a little bit. I want to do the loop and check out, Ross Meyer, or I always say Ross, Teddy Morris's, and I want to go check out the Cabbage Patch and the Speedway. So I think we give ourselves 2 days to kind of run around, and then starting Tuesday, 2 days in a row, we're going to be at Wing House. Yeah, it's different, but you know what? They have two for Tuesdays and then boneless, all you can eat boneless wings on Wednesday. So we're going to be there for 2 days. I like that show. It's a lot of fun. We'll have the Wing House girls out there. It's right on iDrive. Everybody's going to be coming in Tuesday and Wednesday, so you can stop, hell, pull your bikes out, put in a show, and then go get your hotel rooms. You know what I mean? So most people start coming in on Wednesdays. A ton of room right there. You know where it's at, Jersky, right? Right by where you guys, your uncle stays.
Yep, right down there. It's got what you
iDrive.
got. Yeah, you got the Speedway, and you go down, and you got the Cracker Barrel, and then you got like Red Lobster and stuff, and behind that there's some hotels, and right before you go underneath the overpass, it's right there. The Wing House is right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that's always a good one. That'll be fun this year. And again, we'll get the Wing House girls out there and take pictures on bikes. So that'll be fun. Um, Next, we're going to try and do the Budweiser Bagger Showdown out at Cabbage Patch. So there's a lot of events starting Thursday. There's like 6 events on the same day. So I don't blame you if you don't go to all of them. Try and make it as many as possible. Thursday is also Willie's Tropical Tattoo, which we all love to go see because that is all old school bikes. You literally cannot pull into the lot if you have anything post 1990. I mean, if you have a 90 and older, a newer bike, you might as well go park on the side somewhere because it ain't gonna be
The
riding to the
newest you're gonna
Willies.
have about the newest bike is probably an Evo. That's it, like an
What years were
Evolution
the
motor.
Evos?
Evo goes up to 99.
So I'm saying, okay, so you got to have a 90s bike or less to even be
80s,
considered at Willie's.
90s.
And I've
Yeah.
seen so many different Triumphs and BSAs and you name it, the old Indians, the old Harleys, man. There's some great builds there, and they make them to look old too. They keep that rust and patina on there, so because that's the style of bike it is. Really cool. Always a good time if you go to Willie's. But we're going to be out at Cabbage Patch doing their Budweiser Bagger Showdown during the day till 4 o'clock, and then we're going to pack up and go over to Grand Live. That's the showdown one right there. That's what will be uh, Thursday day. So 10 classes. It's all going to be bagger classes. So that way we're not going to add more to that one because I'm going to have bagger stock, a bunch of other ones for that. So, of course, sponsored by Fran Hash Law Group as well. Yeah, the Wing House one you can bring up. We were talking about that too because I'm going to show the deals on that Wing House one. Because Tuesday was 2 for Tuesdays and Wednesday's bottomless, boneless. There we go. So you got the 2 for Tuesdays, Crown and down. So anything from Crown down, $2 drinks, and boneless, $14.99. All you can eat boneless. Okay, someone's calling me. I'm gonna have to. I thought I put that on mute. Anyways, you can see that 2721 West International Speedway Boulevard. So we're doing 2 shows there. Then you got the Down and Dirty at the Grand Live on Thursday night. That one's fun. Jersey, tell us about that show.
Yeah, it's a blast, man. It's a blast to start off. Something kind of, you were checking it out and it just blew up big. Now you got the whole parking lot and everything, man. It's a badass show.
We used to just be in the front, remember?
Yep, we just be in the front, a couple bikes sitting out there, and it ended up being 20. Then it just got over to like 70, 80, shitload of bikes, man. It's one of my favorite ones to do. Not because it's at a strip club, but that's cool too. A lot of chicks and shit going on, But then we do like a little audio kind of like sound off, let the audience and everybody just around, like all the crowd, pick what bike they thought was the loudest. We don't do anything like legit with decimal meters and shit like that, but that's a good time, man. It's a blast.
I
Grandview
got that ad. You
Live.
can pull it up. It's purple. It's got the redhead cartoon. There it is, right there. So that's the 7th. I call it a fun audio contest because it's not serious at all. Everybody gets up there and plays. We usually let Charlie run with that, and he gets people to play a song or two. People cheer, and they get some trophies for it. So, and again, we changed this class up because nighttime doesn't get a lot of randoms. You know what I mean? Nighttime, you get a lot of baggers. Oh, I was going to go through the classes there, but At night, we don't get, you notice that, Jersey. We do bagger stock, custom pro, metric, because we'll get a couple sport bikes in there. And then I keep like very open, vague classes like mild custom stock, HD non bagger, trike,
Right.
ladies class, paint, anything goes. We always get a lot of ladies in that show too. So that's always
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
So Grandview Live, 640 North Grandview Avenue. They got a Wednesday night over at the Woodlawn guys, Jersey. Get this. Woodlawn Baggers is throwing a party at Razzles right next door, the kids' party place
Oh
on Wednesday
man.
night. So
No
we're gonna have to
shit.
go over there and check it out. They're throwing a party at
Razzles.
Razzles, and they got an oyster bar and everything involved. I said, okay, Wednesday night we're gonna have to go there and check them out too. So let's see what
Yeah,
their
that'd be
party looks
cool.
like. Yeah, Woodlawn Baggers. I told them I'd take care of them. They always do our shows. So, and then of course Friday is the Boardwalk Bike Show, the biggest day show in all of
What?
Daytona. It is the best location. It's at the end of Main Street. It's the biggest one there is. You're talking our biggest show we've ever done is last year here in Bike Week. It was 180. I want to say like 186 or 184. We are shooting for 200 bikes. I'm telling you right now, if you're watching this and you're in Daytona on Friday, you're going to want to hang out downtown, check everything out. So come put your bike in the show. You have all of Main Street to keep you going. You can grab an Uber and go anywhere you want, keep your bike in the show. And we got 3 places deep in each 17 classes, plus, plus, plus. We got a People's Choice. We got a Best Paint. We got a Best in Show that takes away $500. It is the show to go to. Like I said, I want to solidify us as the biggest show in all of Daytona and get over 200 bikes in that show. If you've never been in a show before and you feel you got a nice bike, come put it in. Worst case scenario is only a few bucks out of your pocket. And you would get really cool parking on the beach and you get some cool pictures of it. So that's what's neat. Early registration for that is 8 to 10 in the morning. Now, again, this is the day after we are at Grandview Live until about 2 in the morning. Then we got to get up at 7 to get everything ready for this show. I don't know who created this time frame, but it's dumb.
You son of a bitch.
Wait a second. That was me. So yeah, it's dumb because we go to bed maybe a few hours and get up again and got to go work our asses off the next day on the boardwalk when it's normally hot. What's that, Charlie? You'd think I would change it to Wednesday night, but Woodlong jumped on that, so why change it now? I mean, I'm not reinventing the wheel. I like Thursday night; it's kind of fun. And then Saturday, we're going to go out and help Corey Souza at Teddy Morse. We're going to help him do the registration for his no class bike show. From what I know, they're going to have BMX jumpers, and it's going to be like the movie Rad out there. Remember movie Rad with the BMX
Brad, no,
jumpers? Yeah, no, you never saw Rad. I find the
no.
one movie you've never seen in your life.
It's probably not a great movie. It's
It's
called
not, and
Rad.
it's
I
not a
mean,
great movie.
it's about
It's an
bicycles and shit,
'80s
man.
bicycle jumping. Like the
No.
bleach blonde, Zach Morris looking guy is talking crap to the new guy who comes to town. That kind of
Okay.
fun party
Like
stuff.
pre X Games or something like that.
Yeah, they were doing. I think they do dirt track racing on the bicycles. It's BMX. So, but he's got BMX jumpers coming and all types of fun stuff like that.
That'd be cool.
Um, let's see what else I got written down. Our ride to Milwaukee. Yeah, we're going to Milwaukee this year. You and I. Don't give me that
Okay.
lie, man. Don't give me every time I fucking say it, man. You give me this shit like it ain't happening. That ain't gonna
Yeah,
happen.
go, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. My bike will be ready. Both my bikes will be ready just in case whichever one I wanna. I think I'm gonna take the street guide because she's gonna follow us out there and we're gonna ride her in Sturgis. We're gonna ride around Sturgis. So yeah, I have the street guide. But yeah, we're gonna do that. Go to Milwaukee, then
So
load
the
up,
game
pack up,
plan
and
is,
head up to Sturgis.
yep, the game plan is I'm gonna trailer the bike and my bike in a trailer up to Toledo. Meet you. Gonna unload and you and I are gonna ride till Milwaukee. Although riding through Chicago sounds horrible. We've driven through it. I don't know if I really want to ride through Chicago, but we're gonna ride through Chicago and then go to Milwaukee. It's about 5 hours. Nothing bad. I think we can handle a 5 hour ride, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of through Illinois and Indiana, I don't think there's really anything. I mean, the top part of both those. I mean, I remember we went by Notre Dame, right? And then one of the
Yep.
isn't yeah, because we were going to stop at a game coming back once.
The one time
There
that
was a
me,
football game
you,
or something.
Me, you, Les, and Eric went there. Remember?
Oh Jesus, yeah.
Remember that for
Let's
the
just hit me up the
anniversary?
other
What
day.
was it? Was it 100? Was it the 115? Was it the 115th anniversary?
Yeah, had to be the last big one because we didn't go for any other one. That
Yeah,
was
this
with
ain't the
Katancha.
anniversary. This is just the homecoming. The anniversary was just last month. Hear me?
That's when you sold you sold the trophy to a guy in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, yeah, yep. I didn't sell him a trophy, man.
Uh,
We don't do that shit, Tony. We don't sell trophies. I told him,
listen,
I said,
I'm
hey
going to
man,
tell this story. We were there,
what the hell
and
was the name of the
nobody
company?
Katancha.
Katancha. Oh my
We were
god.
there, and nobody was at our show. Okay, we were not rich by any means. None of us had money. I was supposed to make money at the shows, and that's how we were going to get back. Well, we were already on E, right? And we're at the shows in Milwaukee, and we're like, what the hell are we going to do? Nobody is at this event. And so we were like, shit. So Jersey's talking to a guy in the bathroom, and he's like, you got a picture of your bike? If you got a picture of your bike, we'll give you a trophy. And he's like, yeah, man, I got pictures. So next thing you know, he told his buddies who came over, and we almost felt like we were selling the trophies. But let me tell you, man, ends got to justify the means. And we were trying to get home. We needed some gas money, and it was like, all right, well, guess what? If you got a picture of your bike, come over here and show us, and we'll give you, pay us, and we'll give you a trophy. It was very wrong. It
There's
just
probably
felt
10
wrong.
actual, probably 10 actual bikes in the show itself, like 10 actual bikes. And then, yeah, we just went ahead and just had people show us something. They had their cell phone. They'd be like, here's a bike. And, who
It was
knows,
so
if
wrong.
it was even their shit, but whatever. They paid the entry fee. They got their shit. We sold them trophies. I sold a guy a trophy while he was holding his dick, taking a piss in the shitter. While I was pissing
This
next
guy
to him,
comes
like,
out
yeah,
of the bathroom
buddy,
laughing.
trophy
He
here.
walks over to us and goes, I'm supposed to give you guys money for a trophy or something. This guy, well, I'm pissing, asked me to buy a trophy. I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Buy a trophy. Quit saying it like that, man. Buy a trophy,
Well,
man.
listen, we don't do that at every show. It's not you can't buy a trophy. When we're in Milwaukee and we got no gas money to get home, and that's what we got, we were making ends meet, man. We were trying to do anything we could to sell the trophies and make the money to get home. So
Yeah.
it was
If
it
I can
was
sell used tires here in Toledo, I can sell trophies in the shitter. Telling you.
that is very true. That is true. That was but anyway, what's the big one is it a big one this year? So like a big
What are you talking about? The homecoming?
for Hartley for the homecoming.
Yeah, it's just a homecoming with a band. See, last month was the 120th anniversary. Was last month.
Okay. Was last
So
year?
this is like no last month.
Oh,
It
so
was
this
just
is
like
a big one, 120.
yeah, it was like just yeah no it already passed. The anniversary just passed. It was like last
Yeah, but
month
they
or
still
something.
celebrate the 120. It's still the
Yeah, yeah.
120th. That's what we're going for.
Yep.
So that's
Yep.
because they
Yep.
brought Jelly Roll and Red Hot Chili Peppers
Offspring and the
and
offspring too.
Offspring. I mean, it's going to be
Yep.
some great bands playing up there.
Hardy's gonna be there too.
What is Hardy? What song does Hardy do?
I don't really know. I know what he sings. I've heard of shit, but I don't know like the name of his songs. He's kind of like a Morgan Wallen type of dude, kind of country, a little bit
Okay.
like that, kind of new age shit, a little up
I've seen
tempo.
Hardy on there, and I'm like, I don't know who Hardy is. Honestly, I know Jelly Roll and but I'm gonna have to look up Hardy and see who they are. But that's gonna be fun. I hope it's not over at the Somerset campground, fairgrounds. I hope it's somewhere else.
Right.
That's just too big. If anybody's been up there to the camp to those fairgrounds, there's might be how many stages you think, Jersey? Remember when we walked down that path and there's a stage on the right, stage on the left, a
Oh,
stage.
there's shit going on all over the place, man.
Oh, it was.
You
There
talking
must
about
be
that's where we had
15
is that
stages
where we
there.
had the show at? Is that where we had the
Yeah, we
show?
were playing we were throwing the bottle through
Yeah,
the
we had a whole
pavilion at the
giant
one.
pavilion like an amphitheater, and we're just throwing. Dude, we were so bored. We were taking half full soldiers of yours, little Mountain Dews, half Drake, and whipping them into garbage cans like the length of I don't know 70 yards, almost a whole football. We were putting these trash cans all over the place and whipping them. We were so damn bored. We were
There
so
was nobody
bored,
there.
man. It's
Oh
horrible.
yeah, that was good times.
A
So
tangent,
we're gonna
man.
go
A
up there.
tangent.
Good times, yeah. We're gonna go up there, check that out, and what's cool is I'm gonna go to the time frame. I'm gonna drive up with the trailer, bike in a trailer. Then April's gonna follow us while we ride to Milwaukee. We're gonna spend a couple days in Milwaukee, and then that next week, that next Friday, I have to be in Sturgis for our bike show to kick off Sturgis. So what we're gonna do is go right from Buffalo from Milwaukee, it's only 12 hours to Buffalo Chip. We might as well take our time and either load the bikes up or ride them, whatever we decide to do, and we'll go to Milwaukee, go to Sturgis, and spend a day or two ride around. You know, one of the best riding days I ever did in my life was with this kid in Sturgis. We went dirt roading and terrifying roads and had a great time just getting lost.
Yeah, it was
So we're gonna get
badass,
there and
man.
do
It
our
was
bike show.
badass.
Yeah. So that's the game plan. Then we'll come back and and get all back to normal. So, Leesburg's coming up. You got to do Leesburg last year with us too. Your first time down there.
Yeah, we
We had the
met
Fireball
Sam Elliott.
models.
Met Sam
Fireball
Elliott and shit.
models. Yeah, met Sam Elliott. I forgot about that picture. Now they just announced their big headliner act, and people are getting all bent out of shape. I personally think they're not that bad. The headliners for this year at Leesburg. We had what is it? Kicks off with Low Cash on Friday. Saturday, Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray's got a lot of good songs. I mean, it's more trendy poppy, but I mean, whatever. And then Austin Snell. I'm not really sure who Austin Snell is, but I mean, Low Cash and Sugar Ray are pretty cool bands. I think. I would say. What do you think about that lineup?
That's better than having like cover bands and shit. They're bands. You know, Sugar Ray was a well known band back in the day. He was like the Backstreet Boy version of fucking Limp Bizkit. That's what I think about
Yeah,
him. He
like
was kind of like a Limp Bizkit, kind of like, you know, pop, you know, not rock and roll, kind of poppy shit, you know, Sugar Ray.
was it?
Yeah.
I just want to fly. Right?
Oh my
Yeah.
god,
So,
he's fucking some bitch, blonde, frosted hair and shit. All they need is a couple
and
dudes
then
with the flip visors, a couple flip visors behind them and shit. They've been all set up, man. They've
didn't
been all
Mark
set.
McGrath also do TMZ or like he did Insider? He did a TV show, Insider News or something like that too. So he was on the news for whatever for a little minute too. So what was that? Yeah. So that's Leesburg. I mean, we're doing two shows at Leesburg this year. Last year it rained both days. So it was very difficult to put those shows on. This year we're gonna do two shows, Friday and Saturday. Super excited about Leesburg. I love Leesburg Bike Fest. A lot of people have been realizing to skip bike week and go to Leesburg. Don't skip either one, go to both. But I mean, if you got money for one, Leesburg's great. The one I'm gonna be a negative about bike week and a positive about Leesburg. The negative about Bike Week and the positive about Leesburg is the police. I'll say it 100%. I'll say it 100% of the time. The dang police in Daytona want to give you a ticket and they want to be assholes. I don't understand it. You see the cops at Leesburg, right? We flood Leesburg, hundreds of thousands of bikers, and we have no problems. You literally got to punch a cop and go to jail or get a
You're gonna
ticket
rev your
because
bike. You're
they're
gonna
to
rev
help.
your bike in Leesburg. You rev your bike, pull a whole shot, have your stereo jamming. You do that shit downtown. It's like Daytona, man. On Main Street, it's getting bad, man. Like you used to be able to like rev your bike up, pull it a whole shot. Now you got cops revving you up, yanking you off your bike and shit, giving you a ticket, yelling at you.
Yanking you. To
Huh?
grabbing your keys off and turning your bike off when they can't touch you. I mean, they had
Yeah.
was it what's the TV show that was on there last year? Remember on Main Street they were had uh NYP or
What
PD
that
Live or
PD,
whatever it was.
that PD live
Yeah,
shit? Yeah.
Live PD, and they were
Yep.
going around just doing stupid stuff and giving people tickets for not wearing glasses when you're stopped on Main Street, and then revving your bike. I mean, not even hard. Vroom, vroom, you got a ticket. It's like, wait a second, you can't do that. I think it's crap. I
Yeah.
mean, the economic impact of what the bikers bring to that city is in the hundreds of millions, if not billions. And they want to send the cops out and try and bust our chops because we rev it a little bit. I don't know. I know they don't do that for Truck Week, and they don't do that for Jeep Week, and they don't do that for some of the other ones. But for us, it's like we're narrowed down to, don't rev your pipes. We could give you a ticket, and then they have the gall to sit out there between two corners and ask you for donations to the police officers. No, thank you very much. Now, when you treat us like that, if you treat us like Leesburg, I'd put money in there all day long, and I will be the first to say it. The first to say it. I don't like the fact that Daytona puts that out there and says, "Oh, well, give us some money. Here's a donation bucket." No, you guys get paid very well. The police and paramedics that work there. There's no need for that, and it just bothers me. It bothers me. If the Leesburg did that, I'd give them money all day long. Daytona does that. I look at it and I laugh. because it's
Yeah,
just
they
not,
bust your
you know,
balls,
feels
man.
right.
They're taking the fun out of it, man. You know, when we started all this, when I started coming down there with you and doing all that, it was like you could get away with a lot of shit. People pull a little hose shot. You ain't gonna sit and lay into your bike and do a burnout on Main Street, but you rev your pipes, you had your shit loud, you know, you do whatever. It was cool. Now it's just like they're taking the fun out of it, man.
It's a street. You're not gonna mess the street up. It's a little bit of rubber on the street. Why are you being? I just don't get it. Then one year they were doing noise ordinance issues with the revving of the pipes, and I said the band that's right here is louder than me revving my pipes, and you're gonna give me a noise ordinance? I remember the
Right?
one guy got in my face and he said, because I walked over to a guy literally went vroom, vroom on a sport bike. They pulled him over, gave him a ticket. I walked over with my camera and I said, "Why are you giving this man a ticket?" They said, "You keep recording and you keep walking over, interfering with our situation, you're going to go to jail." And I'm like, that doesn't make sense, guys. You guys, all he did was rev his pipes. And
At Bike Week, at Bike Week, at Bike Week.
yeah. So again, I am just not a fan of the cops at Bike Week. They should look at it as a cash cow rather than what we bring to the table in Daytona. You know what I mean? That's we're this is I think I've gone every bike week, not Biketoberfest, but every bike week I leave with one ticket of some sort. It doesn't matter if I've tried my best to be good. I'll get a parking ticket. I'll get some kind of, when I was with Big Al, we got a littering ticket because he put a cigarette down on the bridge. They're saying it's a fire hazard, and we are on the bridge, the top of the bridge, guys. Don't mind me. The top of the bridge, he puts a cigarette out. They give Big Al pull him over, and give him a ticket for littering. And they said because it's a high drought time and everything's could go up, real fast. He goes, "I'm on the bridge over water. What do you want me to do? Where do you want me to put my cigarette at?"
World's biggest ashtray, and you're flipping out
Yeah,
on me about it. Just something to bust your balls, man. You know, to get a quota, to get some tickets out. You know, just to bust your balls, man.
yeah, that's what it felt like. Well, I got all my stuff. Anything else you want to bring up, Jersky? Anything else you want to talk about? We got, again, we talked about Leesburg, the Milwaukee ride, AIM Expo, Super Bowl, Bike Week, Vegas, May 11th with Big Corey doing his audio show. Um, Man, I'm up for whatever you want to discuss.
Okay, let me tell you the story about this goofy bitch called my shop. Okay, let me tell you this. All right. So she calls my shop. Okay, she's like, "Hey, I need a tire for my car." You know, I'm like, "Well, what kind of car is it? What size?" She's like, "I don't know what size." So I try to give her some information. I'm like, "Okay, well, inside the door, there's a sticker that tells you every car's got one. And the door jamb, there's a sticker that tells you what size tire is supposed to go on that car." So I'm telling this lady about it, right? And she she opens the door while she's on the fucking freeway. This goofy fucking broad dude opens the door by the freeway, gets back on the phone while I'm waiting for her. I'm not knowing, I don't know nothing about where she's at, what she's doing, if she's driving, what she's doing. She opens the door by the freeway, gets back on the phone, picks it back up, goes, "You son of a bitch, you tried to kill me." I'm like, "I didn't tell you to open your door up while you're going 80 miles an hour down the fucking freeway and look at what size tire you got. I figured you're outside your car, you're at home, you open your door, you look." Dude, I'm telling you, the type of people I deal with, man, on a day-to-day basis, there's some goofy people, man. There's some
She
goofy
opened her
people.
door on the freeway trying to see the size of her tire.
Trying to look at the sticker in the door jam while she's going 80 down. "You almost killed me. You almost killed me, you son of a bitch. I never do business at your shop." I'm like, "Fuck you, you goofy bitch. You don't drive down the road. I don't care at 35, open the door and start looking at a jam and she almost getting a wreck and blame me for it. You know what I'm saying? You blame me for it." These are the type of people that are out here driving around, playing on their phone and shit, running my friends over and people I care about, love, bikers, you know. These are the type of people that are out there with no freaking sense whatsoever. You guys be careful this year, okay? You guys be careful on your bikes this next season. Come on for you. It's right now. Be careful in Florida because every day is season, but, you know,
Well, and
we got
especially
to.
Florida, you bring up a good point because if you think about it, Bike Week is March. Okay, Bike Week is less than a month away. We're the 10th to the first to the 10th. How much have you been able to ride in Ohio in the past 3 months, Jersky?
Past 3 months.
Not a lot,
Probably
right?
like
The
five
point is you
times.
haven't been able to.
Probably 5 times.
Okay, so you're not up to, riding every day. These guys are putting bikes on trailers and coming from up north, Canada, Michigan, Maine, where it's cold as shit. You haven't been riding. You're going to come down
Right.
here, jump on those bikes and start hauling ass because that's what you do, We're bikers. Minute we get here, we pull our bikes off. We go, rah, 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 we go do our stupid shit. You haven't ridden in like 4 or 5 months, right? Am I wrong? Think about it.
Yeah.
You haven't ridden in 4 or 5 months. You're not all right there when you jump on that bike. It's the first time you've done it in 4 or 5 months. You're out there in flip flops. We see them all the time. Remember, we point them out. Look at this idiot, shorts and flip flops.
Yeah.
It's still cold for us. It'll be 70,
30-day
60.
tag on the bike. 30-day tag. Some yuppie son of a bitch get a brand new bike, bring it out there, flip flops, no shirt on, beating the shit out of it, dumping his shit.
Yeah,
Out of
I will
town
say
is
that
on
first and foremost.
tourist, huh?
Don't come from up north and don't come down here and be stupid. That's the first thing I'm going to say to every biker. Don't come down here and do what you do because we all do it. I would do it. If I lived up north and came down here, I'd be that asshole. I would be that guy who gets out. You know
That's
it. I see your
me.
face.
When I get down there,
You get down here as soon as we pull it off. As soon as we get Daytona, what are you doing, Jersky? You
revving the
get it.
brakes
It's
up,
all right.
fucking
Blah, 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 and you do it. We
squawk
all
that
do
piece
it.
of shit. Squawk that
We,
motherfucker, squawk him. I missed it. Been some months, I want to, I
we
missed
all do it, but you got to remember that you guys haven't ridden in a long time. Don't come down here and act the fool. Don't go home with a ticket. Don't do that. Come down here, get your feet underneath you. Then maybe you can do it in a day or two. But
it.
man,
Right.
people come down here and haven't ridden in 4, 5, 6 months, and then it's just, let's jump on a bike and go blah, 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 blah. It's like, okay, well, here we go. This guy's either going to get an accident or something dumb's going to happen. All right,
Okay,
we got one big
I'm
event
gonna say
coming
it
up.
one more time before you wrap it up. Once again, I said every time there's a show, anybody wants to donate a bike for Bike Week, get with Tony or me for me to be able to ride down there with you guys.
I'll work on that. But we need a bike for Jersky to ride. If not you to ride, if they don't trust you, I can ride it. You can ride mine. So I'm okay with that
Yep,
too.
and we
So
yep, and we
we'll have
got
to
what
figure that out.
Sunday, Monday riding, or Monday,
Yes,
Tuesday,
Sunday and Monday in
Sunday,
Daytona.
Monday.
More often than not, we won't be riding. I mean, unless we're going, we might be able to ride to Wing House,
Yes.
because that's not far. It's a smaller trophy show, but um, I don't see us, beating it down every day. Definitely not. Maybe just Sunday and Monday doing a loop, going out to Ross Myers, going out and doing the normal hits. We do have a cool event coming up with Jasmine Kane on Valentine's Day. So this is pretty cool. So this is our last thing we're going to talk about. But on Valentine's Day, Circle S Barbecue. Now it's not Circle's Barbecue. Circle S Barbecue, number one, has great barbecue. Love it. I love this bike night every month because I get to go eat good barbecue. But we've been trying to come up with cool, different things to do all the time. Of course, it's sponsored by attorney Fran Hosh, 866 Law Fran, lawfran.com. But Jasmine Kane's going to be playing. Awesome name. If you haven't seen her, I believe it's an acoustic set. It's going to be great. Um, Again, this is February 14th. It's on a Wednesday night. And they're giving away, look at the jewelry. It's a Ross Simons 0.5 carat total diamond open space heart pendant necklace. It's a Natalia Drake quarter count total diamond heart earrings. And then a sterling silver diamond heart pendant necklace with a half carat count. All over $500 in value. It's great stuff for if you got somebody who wants to win some diamonds, that's awesome. Very cool idea. If we're gonna have a bike night on Valentine's Day, we might as well give away some great prizes. I know we're gonna have, I believe, roses for ladies that show up, maybe champagne. We were talking about all types of different stuff, but definitely gonna have some very cool prizes with an amazing band, Jasmine Kane. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun, and that's on Valentine's Day. So if either you got a woman you want to take her out to do that, or you're single, you want to come out and win one and give it to somebody, whatever you want to do, that's what we're gonna do. So that's my Valentine's Day there this year. I'm gonna go work at a bike night, go see Jasmine Kane. So any big plans for Valentine's Day, Jersky?
Um, yeah, I'm gonna save some money. I'd maybe take the old lady out to dinner or something, some shit like that. Yeah, yeah.
Definitely got to get them roses and candy. Hey, listen, even if you don't look, and people are always about Valentine's Day. It's a made up, don't matter. Get her chocolate and candy, get her candy and flowers, and you win. That's all that is. That's all you need to do. Guys, put a little bit of effort forth. Go buy chocolate, get her some flowers. That's all you need to do, bro. It's all it is. Just make them think that you thought about it. Right?
Yep. Make an effort,
You're
man. A little bit goes a
you're
long way with shit
domesticated
like
now.
that, man.
You know you got to make an effort.
Yeah, you
Look at
got
it.
to.
Everybody, look. He's domesticated now. We took an alley cat and put him into a cage. That's what happened. That's why he's
Yeah.
going gray in his beard.
Yep. Falling
Trying to
apart
get
over here.
trying to.
Domestication got me all fucked up over here. But yep.
You were still out to 3 in the morning, but at least you guys were together. I mean, that's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say here. At least you guys
Yeah.
were together out to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, right. And then shit. And it was like 30 degrees out and under 30, by midnight, 1 in the morning, get pretty chilly. Start off at like 39, 40, and then went down, So all right,
I'm not
everybody.
even
You
jumping
gonna
on my
wrap
bike
this
at
up or
39 to
what,
40
man?
degrees. That's it. I think this was fun. We're going to talk with some more people. I just wanted to kind of you and I to bullshit this week. I know we have a
Yeah.
lot of things coming up. You got Thunder by the Bay coming up. I wanted you because you've been nervous, and I want people to get to know you. You're funny. If anybody knows who you are, your stories, when you hang out with you, you're funny. And I know I've put some people on here that we really can't get you out about. Like we really can't let you go on your stories when I got Lucy from, helping, children, Suncoast Charities for Kids. And,
Right.
I can't let you kind of tell your stories when we're working with a little bit of, the business edge because, your stories are not business
Yeah, they're
appropriate.
pretty. There's some nasty. There's some vulgar ones and shit like that. Um, I'm just like I'm not good on the spot, to put out there. It's like a natural humor that just comes out and shit, like when we're out hanging out and doing shit. It's just like, dude, you're a goofy fucker, and shit like that. So when I put on the spot to do it, and I must have it do it, I'm gonna have to loosen up a little bit on that. But yeah, we'll get it going. Tell some
I
fucked up
think
stories.
that today was kind of fun. Your story was good. I mean, if anybody knows you, they've seen your your calls. You've done some prank calls before, just randomly doing
When I
those. You
used
kind
to
of went off on
call off of places I'd never even worked at ever before that I don't even work.
some of those are quite funny. And again, good times, man. I've known Jeremy pretty much since I was about 13, 14. People almost think we're brothers when we're out and about, but we lost each other
About 30 years.
around the
About
way
30 years.
in our in the 20s. We both kind of did our own thing. We both had kids right around the same time.
Yeah.
And then you went one path, I went the other, and then we kind of met back up not too long ago. And you know what? I know you know your shit about motorcycles, and it's funny how we turned into bikers. Just like your dad was. We were always sitting by his two bikes and finding different ways to smoke weed. I remember that you were
Build
always
shit.
building some kind of.
Building different devices and shit, man. Gas masks, hookahs, steamrollers, different bongs and shit, building shit out in the garage. That was our thing, man. That's what we did. We sat around and found different ways to get high and different contraptions and shit.
That's funny. We didn't get in trouble when we did that. And then we were sitting in the garage doing stupid stuff,
Yeah.
and so, it's like we were getting in trouble. We were just building stuff. Anyways, good times, man. From Toledo, Ohio, that's where I'm born and raised. Then I moved down here to Florida. So, but nobody cares.
No one
I was
gives a
waiting for
shit.
that. No one gives a shit. All right, everybody. Thank you, Tony C.
Hey,
and Jersey in Ohio. We're here in Florida.
R.I.P.
Uh,
R.I.P. Carl Weathers and Toby Keith.
Yeah, that sucks. We lost some good peoples there. R.I.P. Carl Weathers and Toby Keith. And we're going to see everybody here at Leesburg and Bike Week and Milwaukee and all that good stuff coming up. So again, I wanted everybody to get to know Jersey a little bit better this time. And we're going to have some new people on every week. Every week we're going to be shooting this. I'm staying to the status quo. I definitely want to keep doing this. I really enjoy doing the podcast. Everybody has a podcast. I really want to make sure that we keep this up. I think we're going to be talking to Carlos from Bay Area Riders coming up. I know we're going to be talking with, a couple of the bike show things that we got coming up. So I'm making some plans right now. I got to set it up. We've already talked to West Coast Florida Riders. We've talked to Lucy Nicandri from Thunder by the Bay.
Vigilant.
We talked to Vigilant MMA. We just had our fight night, which was amazing. That was a good time, man. We had a really good fight night. The card was awesome. The turnout was awesome. I am super excited for the next one, which is going to be on April 20th. It's going to be called Light It Up. We're going to have the Light It Up boxing matches out at Crate. So we're meeting out there today, get the ball rolling with that one. So if you haven't been to our MMA fights or amateur MMA, boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, You start looking for that, and that'll be in this next month's issue. So that's it. I'm done. I'm done talking. Jersky, thanks. Take us out. Tell everybody we'll see you. And next week, Wednesday, we'll be back here recording.
You're number one, Tony. You're number one.
You're number one, man.
You're number one, man.
Love you, buddy.
Love you. See you, bro.
See ya.